What is going on, people? If you couldn't tell by the title, back again for another review. And this is of Some Kind of Hate, put out by RLJ Entertainment. It's written and directed by Egypt Mortimer, uh, also written by Brian DeLeeuw. It stars Spencer Breslin, with two girls that actually, starred in a few Disney movies. So it's pretty funny, kind of seeing this transition from Disney characters to scream queens. But Grace Phipps and Sierra McCormick. So, like I said, it's definitely interesting to see uh, going from Disney to horror, but it's not a bad transition. It could be worse. Miley Cyrus. No, but it stars them among many others. And pretty much what this is about is a young teenager ends up getting sent to a reform school because at his school that he went to, he got nothing but bullied. And, at one point, it kind of just boiled over, and he ends up stabbing one of these bullies, one of the kids that has been tormenting him. And he pretty much gets in trouble, gets kicked out, and sent to this reform school in this, like, desert kind of deal. It was very, very weird to have. It looked like more like a summer camp or like a juvenile hall or something that they sent him to. But he ends up going here and pretty much kind of finding the same fate. There's bullies here that pretty much end up messing with him because they hear about the story and they kind of want to push him to that brink again, I guess you want to call it, for some reason. I don't know. But, he ends up trying to, compose himself, trying to get away, and he ends up running into this abandoned basement. But he runs into this, girl down there, or spirit, I guess you want to call it. In the beginning of the movie, right in the beginning, so no spoiler here, you hear a girl, screaming for help and everything, kind of alone by herself, and the movie starts. So you kind of expect this to be that girl. You find out that she was at this camp as well, got bullied, went into the basement and kind of, got bullied there and end up dying because of bullying, kind of committing suicide kind of deal. So they spark up a conversation and says, "Hey, listen, I know what you're going through. Let's get them together," kind of deal. She kind of wants to go after her tormentors, who some are still at this camp, and she wants to help him with his bullying problem. So, she kind of takes matters into her own hands, and it's kind of interesting the way that she kind of goes about killing these people. Like, she attacks herself and it happens to them kind of deal. With this movie, you don't see much of gore. It's like, sorry, it's more like side gore, if you want to call that. Like, you don't see every once in a while you'll see it, but it's more implied gore, implied death, I guess you want to call it. Like, you'll hear screams and everything, and then you'll see a door and blood will spatter kind of deal, instead of actually seeing people getting stabbed and stuff. There are scenes of that, but for the most part it's, implied death and gore kind of deal. But it's definitely towards the end you see the kid kind of, change his mind. In the beginning it kind of seemed like he was into it. Towards the end, it's now he's trying to save everyone, kind of letting them know. But throughout this camp, they kind of believe he's doing it because the people who have bullied him are the ones that are now dying. So it's kind of like a wave, a mess of stuff, all surrounding this kid and this, this spirit, I guess you want to call it. But towards the end, you kind of see a switch, and then it's very interesting towards the end. So I'd say definitely go ahead, check out Some Kind of Hate if you're into those supernatural kind of. It's a supernatural slasher, is what it says. But yeah, I'd say definitely go ahead, check it out. Don't want to get too deep into it because I want you guys to see it. So definitely go ahead, check that out. I'll leave the link to where you can find it. If you enjoy my reviews, definitely let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share with someone who maybe might want to see something like this. And yeah, you'll probably see a few more pretty crappy weather in New Jersey. So I'm going to be watching a whole bunch of movies today. So you might get some more reviews. Like I say, I do have an Instagram, which I'll leave in the in the comments where I show off my movies. So if there's something there you want maybe reviewed, let me know. And right now on my Instagram, I have a contest going on. So if you want to do that, go ahead, check that out as well. And yeah, I guess until next time, I'll see you.